Greetings, Skyfarers, and welcome to another episode of Sunless Skies. Oh, still picking up new locations here, new landmarks. That's interesting. I was pretty sure that we would have been close enough to all of them to have triggered them all. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I think that we should probably go around this way and scout, and then make our way down to the Serene Mausoleum. So if we check our journal, a lot of the quests that, right. So we have a whole bunch of new quests, mostly surrounding new crew members. So the Clay Conductor wants to go to the Mausoleum. There are a couple other Mausoleum-based quests. This one was Mausoleum. And this one here is still sort of a mystery. Nope. This one. The Dismal Chamberlain. I still don't know what to do about this. We've been down there a couple times and picking up terror, and it doesn't seem to do anything, and there's no real indication of where to go from there. Maybe I was just too tired, though. Been playing this game late at night, which is probably not a good move. Whoa! Or there's more than one. Whoa! Back up. Get this other guy to run interference for us. You can at least face the correct direction there, buddy. Whoa. Is this other guy mad at me? Did I accidentally hit him or something? Well, we'll go pick up this loot. We want the sheaths of parchment. Get the experience. Ooh, did they kill the other one too? Oh. Seems like it's running away. I mean, I'm always up for free XP if we can. Alright. A scribe spinster's shriek splits the skies. Your crews tremble. There it is. Whoa. Alright. Plenty of experience. Thanks, guys. Thanks for helping me out with your crazy giant railgun things. Ooh, is that foreground? It's hard to say. Okay, so that looks like it's foreground. So those are the stacks of Perdurance's factories, apparently. probably nothing on this outer edge, but I do want to be sure. Actually, are we gonna have enough supplies to go down there? Does this place fuel and supplies? I suppose we will. 2 is kinda not great though. 2 in storage. It should be enough to get us down there though, I would think. I like how well guarded this area is. This would probably be a really great place to go spinster hunting, or whatever they call those things. If we ever have to pick up a couple extra spinster carcasses, this is the place to go because you get a lot of support from the locals. It's just teeming with gunships. It's great. Alright, this is the one we were at before, right? Uh-oh. Oh, no, wrong way. Oh. Hey, did I hit? I don't think I hit. Maybe I did. I didn't see it take damage, though. Said that that the slender denizens. Oh yeah, we've read that before. Excuse me, I've had this cough. It's probably allergies, not like COVID or anything. The days have worn thin in this corner of the sky. Your driver watches warily for wefts of unraveling time. Said that owl. Yeah, should we go to it? No. I'm more worried about actually getting to the Most Serene Mausoleum. With what little food we have left. That was an interesting little stutter. Did you see that? Felt very loading-y. Alright, we're coming down to the sun. From here, no, I guess not. I thought that we'd probably want to turn south. The resurrection men haunt this place. They will not abide witnesses. Have we met them before? I don't know if we've met them. So are these chunks of rock part of the sun? Former sun? Dead sun? Oh wait, look at that. We'll grab a sky graveyard. And we'll pay their respects. Get rid of the terror. The terror management has been really good lately. Whoa, what is this? Okay, we've gone too far. I like how they made it red like blood. And it even looks kind of like blood spilling out. But in fact, it's probably like lava or something. Uh-oh. Hello. Alright, I suppose our only option here is to search the locomotive for valuables. Have we read this? A Resurrectionist deceased. Resurrectionists haunt memoriam, plundering its graves for corpse goods and cadavers. Yeah, we've read this before. The Shrouds of the Dead. The small hold has been turned into a meat locker. Within, corpses are strapped to tables. You close the door and look elsewhere. A false compartment contains fabrics torn from the dead. Binding sheets and burial gowns and Sunday best. You take the most obviously expensive. So we got some bombazine, which we need. What is that? Something crazy happened here. Take a peek at this loot, whatever it is. Another Resurrectionist. Please give us more bombazine, that would be amazing. Yeah. As you are, so were we. Our cabin has been opened to the cold, for the better preservation of the dead. The Resurrectionists keep their handful of corpses admirably catalogued. The old dangle with the old, the young hang with the young. A neat logbook records their provenance and items collected. Alright. Now, our food is definitely low, so let's make it over to our friends over there at the mausoleum. I like how as soon as we came into the mausoleum area, this sort of piping organ music started in the background. So I don't know if that was just like... I mean, I suspect that that's programmed in, but... I mean, of course, I don't know that for a fact. So... Anyway, we're struggling a little bit here with missions, because... a lot of our missions are like one-place missions. They're like... there are very few missions where there's more than one reason to go to a place. Alright, so attending a funeral. Well, our terror's not too high. Go to the miser's funeral. I mean, there's nobody mourning. That's kind of sad. Let's go ahead and do it. Good riddance. Oh, that's so sad. I feel bad for this person. Like, even if they're a really horrible person, it's like... man, that's sad. Alright. The attending priest drones soothingly as the few mourners chatter. They came in the hope of a last-minute display of generosity, they leave frustrated and disappointed, if not surprised. Terror has fallen. We're not going to enter the aunt. Before anything else, I want to pick up supplies. We still need to supply these stones. I don't know how to find, like, where to get them. There's no reason not to buy the Indistinguished Souls. Actually, let's buy the fuel and stuff first. Now what? We don't need that many, do we? That's fine. Alright, so we have 15, we still have a little bit of space left. It's fine. Alright. Go back to the nave. Nothing else, we should do a port report as soon as possible. I don't think that's changed. Alright. Yeah, so there were a few reasons to come here. What does this do? The corpse of Albion's son. I think it gives us terror, but what else does it do? 10. Does it give us sky stories? Okay. So we now have 15. Okay. $100 to inter somebody in the crew. That's kind of a ripoff. Okay, we don't want to drop off the aunt. This seems to just be an endless terror factory for us. Examine the strange vault for traces of the Chamberlain. The trail ends here. Nothing forthcoming. When you place your palm on the floor, it comes away sticky, hot, and red. As though you just thrust your hand inside a freshly slaughtered sow. Okay, so it's full of blood. The entire vault is stained with something. A sickness in the air and wrongness in the stone. Blood-like, but not blood. You search for the Chamberlain for what feels like hours, but to no avail. Bright eyes, cold hand around your heart. I don't understand. Alright, well... I really don't understand. Because we have enlightenment, and we have cold. And I never looked it up, and I keep puzzling over this. I've spent so much time just, like, trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Should probably just look it up. Anyway, so, yeah, let's go to... Yeah, let's just do them in order, make sure we don't miss anything. Let's, so, the Clay Man had a singing partner, and we're going to search for the... Is it a Clay woman, maybe? High in her renewed majesty's favor. The Most Serene Mausoleum is full of mourners, tourists, and aristocrats seeking to reconcile themselves with death, one way or another. The Clay Men are conspicuous in their absence. The Clay Conductor lumbers gloomily among the mourners, searching fruitlessly for someone who resembles himself. Eventually, the cheery registrar appears. "I'm sorry," she tells you. "Your friend is making people miserable." You explain the situation, and she relents. After a brief consideration of those interred in the mausoleum, she suggests that you seek an audience with the engraved mourner, a man of polished marble. He is one of the Deathless. You'll need to gain favor with the Deathless through meeting them in the mausoleum before you can arrange an audience with the engraved mourner. Okay, you can do that. But let's continue to go in order. So, the Covenant, the nun detained in the Avid Horizon, was on her way here. Perhaps her sisters might be able to shed some light on her predicament. I sound like I'm from some 30s pulp radio show. The Covenant. The Covenant is located on a sepulchral annex of the mausoleum. These words, man. Just off the nave. Red candles light the way through the gloomy hallways to the entrance. It is ostensibly for the good of the souls for those sequestered in the mausoleum and patronized by the luminous cardinal. You can't help but note the decor is very martial. Interesting. A furious prioress, on the other hand, is... a furious prioress is, on the other hand, to answer your questions. Yes, we did... Yes, we know her. No, we did not ask her to join us. She frowns. And even if we had, which I'm not saying we have, diplomatically, we could never be seen to have officially vouched for her. Do you understand? Okay, so she is a liar. What did we learn about the other one? Oh, that was like a twin and... Yeah, I think they're all liars, aren't they, so far? The only one we haven't visited is the former prostitute who has to go to the Parliament building, I think? Alright. I think she was a prostitute anyway. I might be wrong about that. So, visit the memorial for the Prince Consort. Terror is getting up there a little bit. Toss a whole bunch of coins one by one into the thing. They should really make it so that you can do all these at once. Two. Oh my god, you're gonna make me click this 25 times. Oh boy. Does time go by when you're doing this? 10th January. Is this actually worth it? So 3 sovereigns at a time. For 25 times is 75 sovereigns. That's still better than the 100 sovereigns to Entura. Okay, are we not losing anymore? 11. No, we are still losing. 10. That should be 9. 8. Holy crap. Sorry about this. 7. 6. Every once in a while, I think it goes down by more than 1. That would be 5. 4. 3. That's fine. We don't have to go any lower than that. I'm out of here. Alright. So, Deathless. I think that would be the last thing we have to do, right? Okay. The Most Serene Mausoleum houses more than just the Prince Consort. Under its soaring spires, the Emperor... Yeah, we've... Okay. That's pretty good. So we can speak to the macabre counselor. Can't get the engraved mourner yet. Need a favor bestowed. Seems worth it. She's a former lady of the bedchamber, and governess to at least some of her renewed majesty's children. Mortality is a preoccupation of hers. And we got some terror. Half in love with easeful death, the counselor advances through the nave like an old spider, trespassing on a rival's web. Her dark eyes dart, and her fingers curl and twitch. She notices your gaze and approaches lazily. A footman moves to intercept, but she holds up a hand. He pales and retreats. She begins by quoting Keats at you. Ode to a Nightingale. She surmises you've encountered death in the skies, known its easeful touch on your cheek. She proceeds thusly for some minutes, lingering on each crewman fallen, each cold burial in the dark, and then she smiles suddenly and bids you a pleasant day. So we gain some favor. But is it enough? It does appear to be enough. Okay, so... So we can make an... Oh, minister-approved literature. We just had an opportunity to buy ministry-approved literature, so it's kind of a pity that we didn't. There's no way we could have known, though. Alright, So, our options here. Visit the macabre counselor. You have unfinished business with her. We want to get her daughter out of the... Oh, geez, what's the place called? Perdurance. So... and because we are unable to complete that mission, we only had one invitation left, and I didn't want to get into some kind of weird state where we needed more than one, so we jetted. But we'll go back once we have a couple more invitations. All right, so speaking of other invitations, here we go. An invitation. The cheery registrar hands you a gold leaf envelope, penned in black. It seems you have attracted the attentions of one of the Deathless. This will allow you to take on unique bargains for the Deathless, though you will lose favor. The bargain is randomized. You may be able to change which is available by replaying the invitation. Interesting. So this might be what we need. Okay. This might be what we need to do the Chamberlain's absence. And the other option is... So we just did the speak with the macabre counselor. Make a donation to the upkeep in the museum. The Deathless do not lack for time. They do, however, lack for diversion. Fresh reading material is valued high here. A glimpse of the world left far behind. This will allow you to speak to the currently available member of the Deathless immediately. And the only thing that's left, and the one that we'll do, is consult the engraved mourner. A man of alabaster and marble, cold and ancient as an antique statue. Might he have an interest in the clay choirs? This will require favor of the Deathless to facilitate a meeting with the mourner. Interactions with the Deathless may grant favor. A courtesy. The engraved mourner consents to a meeting in his many pillared chambers. You sit on couches of blue stone and drink wine in ivory cups. The conductor hunches, his form far heavier than the furniture can support, while the mourner reclines elegantly upon his divan. After polite introductions, the conductor demands, "Why do you look so different?" The mourner smiles. "I was built for a purpose. To guide, to shepherd, to travel. It was deemed I should be pleasing to the eye and the ear. Now you wanted to hear me sing?" The singing is somber and cold and sad. The clay conductor shakes his head. "No good. Too much like the sky. You make your excuses. Speak to the clay conductor aboard your engine to continue learning about the clay conductor." So I don't really know what happened here. We did get a ton of experience out of it, though. It's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, I think we're probably going to depart from here. We'll stop in at the shop. Stained glass. Yeah, we bought these souls. Is there anything else to do here? That might be it. Let's just talk to this guy right away. Okay. That's interesting too. All right. You can ask the conductor why he was so rude. The meeting with the engraved mourner clearly did not go well. You can spend time with the clay conductor. Perhaps we'd appreciate a visit from his captain. No one else talks to him. We could rid ourselves of the clay conductor. This is not working out. The clay conductor simply is not fitting in. So reduced terror is irreversible. Consider waiting until your hold isn't full, lest you be overburdened by needing to store anything he leaves behind. So I don't think we're going to do that, not unless there's any indication that he's going to leave behind something important. Let's spend a little bit of time first. Okay, he seems fine. I don't think that's changed. Ask him about his rudeness. The House of Small Comfort. He's defective. Plain to hear. No wonder he lives surrounded by humans. If they only knew the true clay music. The conductor grimaces. He directs your attention to a crumpled brochure. It is for Magdalene's House of Small Comfort in the Reach. Any company the weary Skyfarer needs, we shall provide. Anyone you can think of. Those of a rubbery persuasion. The company of the dead. Even Clay Company. The conductor taps the page. We shall see. Can we? Alright. I guess we will purchase the services of a clay attendant at Magdalene's. That does seem like the next path. The number of reasons to go back to the Reach are really starting to build up. But at the same time, I don't like how the sun burning out is being a ticking clock for us. 85 is pretty good, though. I mean, we did write our report, right? We did that, like, right away. Toss a couple more coins into the tomb. 7, 6. Does it always go down by 1? 5, 4. I could have sworn that once I'd seen it go down by like 3. Great. Alright, Alright, I'm not really sure what to do now. I suppose we should leave. Go back to the nave. We could use some minister-approved literature. How many do we need? I mean, I think we have a whole bunch of it back at London, but... Alright. I think right now we have to figure out what we're going to do next. The Home Bureau isn't terribly far away. Do we have any reason to go back there? Anything else probably would... Never found out what that is, did I? Okay, so we have missions at the Clockwork Sun. We also have some at the Royal Society. We have some at Floating Parliament. Like, we're scattered all over this place. There's like one mission in each of them. I'd really like there to be like 2. So that... so that we're not just going for like one tiny errand. Alright. Chaperone of Perdurance. So Brabazon. That's 1 vote for Brabazon. He wants to go back to Magdalene's. New Winchester. Even. This is probably in the Blue Kingdom. Parliament. I suppose we could go back to London and pick up the Incognito Princess. Royal Society. So, Well of the Wolf, I have no clue where that is. Chamberlain's Absence. It sounds like we need to get some minister-approved literature to do that one. Where is this? Oh, yeah, that's up at Perdurance. Yeah, we literally have only one mission for each of these locations. Clockwork Sun. Alright, well, I guess we just have to go and start doing them. It seems like there's no reason to go down to Home Bureau, though. So I suppose we'll make our way back to London via the ministries to drop off our port reports and stuff like that. And then we'll probably wrap up this episode. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably come down here. We'll go around the bottom of this, maybe scrape this right here, and then go up so that we can do a little bit of scouting. I mean, I'd kind of like to figure out what's in here, but it's a little bit out of the way, so. Alright, I guess that's that. Let's go. Drink some coffee as we make our way. Should really be drinking tea. It's more in theme. I do like tea and coffee. Don't hit me. Do not hit me. Get out of here. Hello. What was that? The monument reads, be ye also ready. Oh, that's not what I intended to do. Alright. What is this? Hold on. Resurrectionist deceased. Okay, we've read that before. Yeah, we've read that before. I want to go a little bit further up so that we can clear a little bit more of this fog of war. That's probably good enough. Oof. I just jetted right into it. Oh my god. Inverted control is so annoying. So if I were to make wrong way again. If I were to make a game like this, I would probably have the craft go in the direction that you're pointing rather than having like a continuous turn like this. Either that, or I would have the craft always oriented up and rotate, like have the camera attached to it, rotate the world. Oh, there we go. I had to quickly think, okay, I want to go that way. Now we'll press the opposite button. I think I hear combat somewhere. Curious as to what's happening down here. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, we don't like either of these guys. Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. Ram you. No! Oh. Probably shouldn't get involved in this fight. Those crystal things, they do so much damage. Oh, something died. We do have plenty of money. Let's see what else we get for unusual items. Unseasoned. Okay. Ooh, I don't like how they curve at me. Wow, they really have a strong kick. Alright. The deranged dreadnought is defeated. The deranged dreadnought's rabid aggression is stilled now. Your lights reveal the glassy growths encasing sections of ravaged hull. Where the battle has shattered them, they spill across the sky in a plume of shards and dust. You can loot the hold, The encroachment of glass extends into the engine, creeping along corridors and into cabins. But perhaps the contents of the hold have escaped vitrification. Or could recover glass. The eerie contagion of glass that afflicts the dreadnought may yield valuable materials. If you find a large enough slab. I don't know if we really care about stained glass. I think we want the random treasures. Yeah. Blah. It's kind of underwhelming. And this will do some repairs. That probably wasn't worth it in the end. We didn't really get anything out of it. Except it was kind of awesome combat. I'm gonna go down here in case this is a grave. It is. Gotta keep that terror in check. Nice. It's kind of weird that in this game, the thing that reduces terror is like contemplating death. It's like sort of the opposite of most people. Right. We will deliver our reports. Should be 2. 86, that's nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Should probably stop in London. We can pick up the Incognito Princess, as well as whatever else we can do in London. There's probably other stuff going on there as well. And then I suppose we'll probably just... I suppose we could do Clockwork Sun and the Royal Society in one go. And we could do Brabazon and Floating Parliament in one go. And I don't think there's anything up at Whirlbury. I should have picked up an extra invitation to Perdurance while we were at the ministries. Alright, Princess is opening a salon. The Princess is opening a salon in London. A jewel in the city's crown. A bright star shining in the smog. Her ambitions are limitless. Her expression, when she suggested it, worrying. You can search the Princess's salon. You have a name that should at least give you a start. Or you can inquire among the establishment for the location of the salon. The Princess's Salon. From what you can gather, the Salon moves about, rarely in the same place. Last week, it was in the hollowed-out dome of the ruin of Saint Fiaker? I don't even know. Fiaker's once the city's spiritual heart. Next week, it will be in the undercellars of the Ministry. Today, well, it takes hours of searching to find someone who admits knowing where it is. They offer its location willingly, provided that you do not make them go back. Okay, interesting. The door to the salon is easy to find. You enter to find yourself in a crimson room. Shadows move along the walls, carrying glasses, pipes, and little silver tools. What the hell is going on here? The princess sits upon an indigo velvet armchair, held aloft by 4 adoring scions of great houses. Around her, various luminaries of the British establishment lounge in postures of surrender. Honey and wine flow like spilled blood. Everyone in the room wears red, aside from the princess. Everyone is laughing. Everyone is smiling. No one looks at the door behind the princess's chair. Alright, we could present a gift to the princess. She smiles as you approach. Perhaps she will give you a gift in return. This will give you a condemned experiment. We have more condemned experiments than otherworldly artifacts. I think that the otherworldly artifacts are more valuable to us at this point. We could whisper secrets to the princess. This will give you a cryptic benefactor. So 3 savage secrets for cryptic benefactor? That's a good deal. Something she might not know. She craves novelty. We could take in the salon. What could be more pleasant than an afternoon spent in London's most exclusive salon? You will gain a moment of inspiration. This option may only be taken once per visit, for afterwards the salon will close. We can pick up the princess. You need her. The princess will return to your engine, closing the salon. We leave the salon. You've lingered here long enough. The laughter has grown frantic. The wine tastes of copper. The princess' smile is bright as a newly cut diamond. You will have to find the salon again to make another visit. We're going to pick her up for now. Back to the stars? She looks upon you from her chair, held aloft by magnates, ministries, and magistrates. Ministers and magistrates. She nods once, her smile fixed. A dainty slipper rests on one ducal back, then another. Oh. As she descends. Wow. She lives quite an interesting life. The weeping and pleading of her followers carries with you back to the engine. The princess smells of honey and smoke and blood. I'm tired of London, she says. Her eyes are bright when she sees your engine. Onwards! Explore London and wander the streets. The streets around St. Dominic's are thronged with crowds. A senior minister is to be tried for corruption. The angry cries go up from the mob, calling for the midnight cells. Nothing much going on here. Should probably repair. Yes, yes. Please? Still nothing going on here, is there? Return to the yards. What else is there to do here? Well, we did have some stuff we could sell. We really need to find a good place to pick up bombazine. Somber ceramics? Man, we have ceramics. That sucks. Alright, like we just came from there. And we have ceramics now. Alright, jeez. Bombazine is too rare for us to want to find 3 rolls of it and deliver it. So, somber ceramics it is. Crockery for the macabre counselor. The macabre counselor. The macabre counselor's afternoon teas at the Most Serene Mausoleum are notorious for their sepulchral decor. Why do I have such difficulty with that word? Like, I could say sepulchral, but I can't just stop at the L. Sepulchral. For their sepulchral decor and clinical dissection of political events. She insists on apparently somber tableware to accompany them, and if a single saucer is chipped, she replaces the entire set. Her staff require 3 sets of nostalgia crockery in case of future breakages. Mausoleum lies to the northeast of London. We go there often enough that we can totally just throw it in the bank for now. Come back to it later. Alright, speaking of that, let's toss them in the bank. Toss one of those in there. We'll sell these. How do we run so low on fuel? Interesting. Okay. Well, that should probably wrap up this episode. Alright, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe subscribe. And in the next episode, I think we'll head down to the Clockwork Sun, probably through here, so we can get some exploration in, and then make our way over to the Royal Society. So I hope that interests you, and if it does, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.